Yo, what's up, folks? Hey, it's Kevin, Big K Horror. Alright, so I just watched this movie, and I watched it like a long time ago when I bought it on DVD, but I finally just like rewatched it again. And that movie is called Offerings. It's a 1989 Oklahoma-based slasher film. You know, low budget, you know, indie probably, I don't know. But I remember it came out on VHS because I remember seeing this. It was a different, awesome, more awesome cover with the tagline of remember him before he dismembers you. And I always remember that tagline because it was badass. And it's like, you know, him holding a bloody present on the cover. Anyway, so yeah, okay, so this movie begins in a prologue where it's this pretty much this you know, kind of white trash abused kid named John Radley. Is it John Radley? Yeah, John Radley. And you know, his mom is kind of white trash and cooks, like, smokes cigarettes with long ashes over his food and abuses him, and she finds out he's he's like killing animals. Kind of like the first part of Rob Zombie's Halloween. Anyway, and this movie then, you know, and then this kid you find out is kind of picked on and bullied by the neighborhood kids, but he does have this one friend that's a girl named Gretchen, and she's there for him, but the kids get kind of the best of him and make him walk this well, like do this dare where he's got to walk the well, and they're like, he's a wimp, he won't do it, but he does do it. And he falls into the well and disfigures himself, and he's sent to an asylum for years, because, or you know, like a sanitarium to deal with his problems, because he's got a lot of problems. Anyway, so cut to 10 years later, and the kids are pretty much, I believe, already in college, I believe, and it's Gretchen and her friends are starting to get murdered off one by one, and pieces of them are being sent to her house, or he's leaving pieces of them, offerings, at her house, like everything from like a nose, an ear, fucking nasty ass human meat on a pizza. Yeah, there's like this scene where they order a pizza and the sausage, but it's not really sausage. Like the pizza man disappears and the pizza appears on the doorstep and they don't have to pay for it, so they take it anyway, and there's this weird meat, but they like it, but it turns out to be parts of one of the guys. Anyway, so it's pretty much a revenge type flick, but it's a very much a Halloween clone ripoff, but it's a pretty cool one at that. You know, kind of like Sorority House Massacre Part 1. That was also a Halloween ripoff, but this is one of those as well. It's no ways about it. You know, you got a little kid who's getting, you know, who there's a prologue where a kid gets locked up, comes back about 10 years later. I know Halloween's about, like, I think 15 years later. Anyway, but anyhow, you know, he comes back and wreaks havoc, you know, against these kids who bullied him, and also the one girl he always liked that was always nice to him. But in this portion of the movie where he comes back, she doesn't know that's him, like, after her. Well, her and her friends are having like a summer party fest kind of thing going on, and, you know, receiving body parts from other guys and such that he's already killed that, you know, harmed him in his past. And, you know, he's in love with Gretchen, so I guess you don't quite know if he wants to hurt her or if he does, but in the end, of course, you know, I'm not going to go into like all the spoilers, but there's a showdown and whatnot between Gretchen, John Radley, and the sheriff, and so it's very much like Halloween. I mean, right down to the music score, right down to the blue night hues and stuff like that, which I love that. I love movies that use like the blues and the blacks and stuff very well, and this movie utilizes that. I mean, there's also some unintentionally funny things about this movie, but some that comes with the territory of a lot of the VHS boom of the horror films from the 80s. Again, this is Oklahoma based, and it's got funny. The actors talk with, like, the girls, they talk with these funny, like, Valley Girl, Oklahoma, Southern Valley Girl accents. It's hilarious. I don't know. But it's kind of distracting at times, but I kind of rolled with it and had fun. Anyway, but it has some decent use of blood and gore. It is kind of gross in some parts, in my opinion. But it's not like a very over-the-top movie. It's pretty toned down, you know, and again, it's just like Halloween, okay? I mean, right down to a lot of the score, the basic plot premise, some of the shots and the ideas, like the story, the way the story's laid out. So anyway, so if you've never come across this 1989 slasher film, I highly recommend you, like, I mean, if you're cool with like a Halloween clone, or hell, if you're even a fan of Halloween clones, because, you know, there's like a fan base out there for those, check it out. It's not too bad. It's kind of cool. I dug it. It's fun. I miss these kind of old movies. They don't make them like this anymore. But, I've also kind of adapted to the new shit. But, but this is a fun flick to check out if you're into, like, the Halloween clones and stuff like that from the 80s. Anyway, but it's, like I said, it's interesting because the first half of this movie kind of plays almost out like Rob Zombie's Halloween, which is a remake of Halloween, and this is a ripoff of the original Halloween. I don't know, kind of interesting. Food for thought. Anyway, but I'm heading out, and check it out sometime. 1989, Offerings. Peace out.